We are so excited for spring and warmer weather, and especially Easter, right, Keith?
Yes, and it's right around the corner, and we have a great project for today. This is going to be a really nice thing that you could put as a centerpiece or like on a side table or buffet. What I used as my main parts of this is just some pieces of log. Thinking rabbits, spring, logs, it pulls it all together.
Yep.
So what we did on the top of this is I just took a small design bowl and I just screwed it fast right into the top of the log. And all I'm going to do is put 2 pieces of styrofoam in here. I have these cut already, so they just fit right down in here. And then I'm going to have you put some moss on it while I explain what I did to this other piece right here.
Sounds good.
And what I would like you to do when you put the moss on is bring it more from here and just down over the edge a little bit so that we cover the bowl.
I gotcha.
So that you don't see it.
All right.
Now I'm going to take this other log and I laid this log sideways. And what I did with this one is I drilled 3 1-inch holes in it for these candle holders. And then I drilled 3 1/2-inch holes. And what I'm using is a paddle bit.
Okay.
And that just goes into the wood and you pull it right back out. It's really nice to work with when you're working with wood. As you can see, we have a little tiny stub of a trunk right there, and I have something special we want to do. So we're going to set that right there. So it's right sort of lined up here with this. And so what we've put on here is just a U-glue tab, and we're going to take this little bunny and just sort of glue him right onto this right here. Now, by using the U-glue tab rather than hot glue on it, we will be able to remove that later on if we want to use this in something else.
Okay.
So now we're going to start with some of our forsythia, and we have our picks on this and we have them taped, and I want it to look like it's sort of growing out of the log behind the rabbit, and it will sort of give us a background for our arrangement. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our tulips, and I just think tulips for spring are gorgeous.
Yep.
We have some, and we're going to have them right here like they're growing again out of the arrangement.
I love the log idea though. That looks so, like the bark looks so good, doesn't it?
It really creates a nice effect, I think. And then I do have a whole bunch of tulip leaves here that will stick around these so that it looks like they grew up out of the tulip foliage. So now we have our 2 clumps of tulips. We have our forsythia in the back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this vine, and there's 2 types of vine here. The clematis has more of a pointed leaf to it. The other ones have just sort of a rounded leaf to them. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to take these and stick them in the edges like they're growing right down over. They are wired the whole way down, so you can sort of bend it so that it goes right down over the side of the container. Oh, container, or log. I'm so used to doing something with a container, right?
You can't help it.
I know. Now we have the start of our arrangement. Now previously, I put some of the clematis vine on the grapevine wreath, and I also did some little tiny cherry blossoms so that we had, again, another variety of flowers in here. We're going to take this and just lean it right here. Going to lean it just like that.
Look at this. This is beautiful.
Now, remember, we did use a grapevine wreath. So if once you're done with this centerpiece, you can actually take that wreath and hang it on a wall or on a door or something. So you're going to get more than one use out of it. Now what I'm going to do is take a few of these clematis vines, and we're going to stick these in up here because that's what I used in the grapevine wreath. And I want to sort of bring that foliage into it. So now, next I need the other bunny.
Alrighty.
So he needs to have the
sticky
on him. And we're going to put him right here. So he's sort of looking there. These are actually called wood hyacinths or Spanish bluebells. I thought they were incredible because they put the flowers up and then brought the top down. So it actually looks like they're really growing. So then we're going to take a butterfly and add that to that because we do have some early butterflies around here. And that's why we put those 1/2-inch holes in, because they just will stick right in there now.
They do look like they're growing right out of there.
Don't they look like they're growing right out of the log?
This is just so happy.
It is, isn't it? Doesn't it make you happy for spring?
Yes.
So now, Jackie, I'm going to give you these two because they're a little bit longer, and there is another hole right there.
Yep, I see
if
it.
you can put them in that one. And then I have a set of shorter ones right here, and we will take those and put them right in this hole right here. And now we have
Our beautiful candles.
So if you just take and push them on the bottom, it's going to turn our flames on.
Ooh.
And you can put those in the candle holders right there. And of course, we have our Thumper Bunny here, so he has to have a little butterfly that he's looking at. Now what we're going to do is take this dark green moss and this lime green moss, and we're going to take it and try to cover just some of the gray moss with it so that it brightens it up for spring. The lime green is reindeer moss, and the bright green is a dyed sheet moss. The dyed sheet moss should hold its color really well. The reindeer moss does tend to harden and get sort of brittle, but if you just take it and mist it and let it set for about 3 minutes, it gets real soft and spongy again.
This looks great.
And so just like that, we've created our holiday centerpiece.
Beautiful.
And it really says, welcome spring.
Yes, it does. This is just lovely, Keith. I think this came out so nice. And thank you for taking the time for making this for us. I'm sure everybody's inspired now to try something like this at home
I
for
hope
Easter.
they are. That's the main thing, is that they get inspiration and ideas to work on things their own way.
Absolutely.
So that they can put something together to decorate their home for spring and Easter.
It's always fun to visit, Keith.
Thank
you.
you.
And have a blessed Easter, you and your family.
You too.
And
Thank
to
you.
everyone too.